I think that's a good, we all do.
Yeah, I want to change my field. You know, when Judge Seidlin appointed Richard Milstein, I believe he only appointed Richard Milstein, not a dream team. If you analyze the bills and how the hours were laid off, he had at least 6 or 7 attorneys also billing. The first day he was appointed the case, February the 15th, him and his firm billed 34.2 hours. There's only 24 hours in a day. That's quite a record. Janine, what do you think? You were a judge. What do you think about, I'm going through the bill right now. One of my favorite is one of his partners. I love that one of his partners went to the funeral of Ann Nicole and charged the hotel bill. I mean, I don't know if he may have charged the hours, but wasn't that sweet of him to go to the funeral and have a nice night in the Bahamas and charge baby Danilynn, who can't even say help?
Well, you know, Greta, look, when I was a family court judge or sitting in the family court, I would appoint law guardians. Law guardians were paid based upon my review of their hours. If I saw this bill as a judge, I would cut it in half or a third of it because it's excessive, it's unauthorized, it's unreasonable, and it's unfair. And what's amazing about this, Greta, is the fact that this lawyer charged for issues that he was not there to defend. He was there to decide where that body should be buried, and he's fighting paternity.
I'm not even sure he was there to do that under the statute. I mean, this is like makeup work. I mean, it's like, I've never seen anything like this.
He should be ashamed of himself, and any judge can cut back that amount of money because you can, as a judge, since you're appointed by the court, you can decide that that bill is excessive. And what's amazing about this is that he's trying to take the whole corpus of the trust that was set up for baby Danilynn support and maintenance.
He is getting it.
Well, he is.
But let me look at Bernie's done his homework. Yeah. Bernie's got something circled. I know he's dying to tell us about it.
The viewers can't see it, but this is what Greta was talking about. March 2nd, 2007. Prepare for and attend funeral.
Prepare for a funeral?
Yeah, well,
he had to go get his black suit, right?
Well, I mean, before I go to a funeral, I mean, if I go to Ted's, I'll of course pray for him.
You'd have to learn the prayer. I guess that's you would have to prepare.
Don't come to my funeral.
I need to console his wife. If she needs a shoulder to cry on, of course I'm here. Prepare for and attend a funeral. Attend the funeral, 13.5 hours, $6,412.
Prepare and attend a funeral.
Yeah, $6,412.50.
Now, who's going? Is that Milstein or his partner?
No, that looks at $475 an hour.
That's Milstein. So Milstein actually he and his partner went to the funeral.
Wait, box of tissues after funeral, $1.99.
But this is the issue here. Listen, Greta.
It's gouging. It's gouging.
This is what gives lawyers a bad name. This issue, the only issue that was before this judge was to determine Anna Nicole's intent to be buried. The question is, why was there, number one, a need for a guardian ad litem?
Good question.
Try to remember, number two here, that from what we understand in the papers we've got, the total trust is $200,000, and this lawyer wants $175,000 of this child's trust. This is just very
He's got $475 an hour.
You know, Greta, what's amazing about this is you say to yourself, why did Seidlin appoint this guy Milstein? He's not on the court-appointed list. Remember, Larry Seidlin, the same guy who said, I have jets on standby to take Howard Stern to the Bahamas. I mean, what's the deal with Seidlin and Milstein? And then you get to the issue of how what?
Adam, let me ask you something. Go ahead, Adam.
Sure. Well, no, I was going to say, you have to remember, Judge Seidlin is no longer on the bench. So it's important for everybody to understand that this case is now in front of jail.
That's worse. He's not around to clean up.
That's right. And why
but let me tell you something. Dale Ross is the judge that this is in front of now. Dale Ross was the chief judge in Broward County some 15, 16 years. This bill is not going to fly in front of Dale Ross. If there's a polar
let me ask you a question. What do the lawyers think? I mean, this is a lawyer. I looked at his bio on the web, and all my viewers are complaining because they've looked up his bio on the web. He says like pro bono judge, pro bono lawyer of the year a couple years back. What are the lawyers saying down there?
Well, that's another interesting fact. He puts in there that he wants $475 an hour. If you look back to see what Deborah Opry was charging Larry Burkhead, it's also $475 an hour.
But at least Larry can talk, and Larry had a legal issue. Larry had a reason. And let me just add one other thing. I'm going to take the last word on this one. Is that if you go to this lawyer's website, he's bragging about doing this case, and now he's getting the free publicity and the free marketing. So Well, anyway, love to see Mr. Milstein show up. He's got an open invitation. Got his bill right here. We'll go through it. Panel, thank you. Coming up, former TV anchor and now author Rita Cosby fighting back. She won't come on the show yet. She said she will, but she did deliver us a tape to play you, so we will. You will hear it next, but that's not all.